We'll do it live.
Pretty
Do it
much.
live.
We were pretty much doing it live. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
The cool thing
First
about
time for
all this,
everything.
the cool thing about all this, and now we are live, is that we actually get to learn from our mistakes. And I really do think that this setup is actually going to be a lot better for us. But
Cool.
let's do the intro. So what's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of Spectator Mode Podcast. I believe this is episode 72. As always,
Wow.
my name is Keith Mitchell. I'm not going to announce the rest of these people. They can announce themselves.
Wow. So lazy. Giving up already.
I'm done.
What a great podcast.
Who are you?
I'm
Who are you?
Who am I?
I'm guy number one.
Yes.
There you go.
That's a good
I'm
name.
Guy Incognito.
Wait, what?
It's Guy Incognito.
Oh God, I should just introduce these people. You know what the hell this is? That's Carl. And that's Matt. Matt's that
That's
guy.
Carl and Matt.
Yeah, that's Carl and Matt over
Yeah.
there.
I'm
you have to
not
unite
the people.
You're over there.
Yeah.
You're over there. You're over there. I don't know where it is in my thing.
Fusion.
We're not rolling our traditional introduction because I haven't figured out how to get that working just yet. But we'll get it rolling next podcast. I mean, we ditched our other service because I wasn't happy with the quality, and just using Discord and OBS and doing things on the fly is actually better for me because I can put it on my resume. Yay!
Your
Yay.
resume. Yeah, that's important to you.
Yeah.
What about us? Our dreams and hopes. Dream killing. Okay.
It's called Share the Wealth. I will definitely
Please. A lot of the stuff Keith does, I do as well, sir.
Yeah, he can be doing it. And why am I doing all this shit? You do it. I quit.
No, you're the guy who runs this website, so you.
It's your job. It's your name.
I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit.
All right, that was a great show, everybody. See you. That was 72
Right.
episodes of Absolute Madness. We're done.
We're done.
But all right, yeah.
We're done.
Bullet Club podcast. Let's go.
But no, in all seriousness, guys, welcome back. We're going to have another nice podcast. We're going to be talking a couple things here. Games we played, as always, Avengers. These two guys are going to talk about Fall Guys. Apparently, they love this silly game. I don't know why. Maybe some more Xbox.
You have to play it to understand it, Keith.
Hey,
So get off it. It's free on PlayStation 4. You have no excuse not to play it.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what you're talking about.
So are you gonna die on your Microsoft Hill? God, you're one of those people. Everyone's the key. Dying on Microsoft Hill like he always does. While the rest of us plays games.
But I've been playing more than Microsoft games. What are you talking about? I've been playing Avengers.
Dying on Microsoft Hill.
He's on his PC Master Race. You know.
Oh,
you can't
yeah,
get him
yeah.
off his,
Yeah.
Well, no.
his PC Mount Olympus.
We don't
PC Mount
do,
Olympus.
we don't say PC Master Race anymore. I keep telling you guys, it's PC Elitist. We do not say Master Race because we don't want to be associated by a certain dictator in history. And I don't mean I don't mean Shido.
Okay, so you're sitting on your PC mountain of gloriness of Olympus, looking down on those PlayStation peons like you're better than us. Typical.
I was
Typical
playing
Microsoft user.
Avengers. I can only play Avengers on a PlayStation. I was literally
You can
playing
only
it.
play Avengers? We just told you Fall Guys is on PS4. Come on, my guy.
But Fall Guys is everywhere, isn't it? Isn't it everywhere?
It's on PC and PS4, I believe.
I don't think it is actually on Xbox.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's not unbelievable for reasons.
That's not. Yeah, you see, that's not unbelievable. For you're
It
totally proud.
For
It
reasons.
totally is not unbelievable. But anyway, let's get this show back on track. As always, we talk about the games we played each and every week. I'm gonna go first time because after months of not playing Death Stranding, I picked it up when it came out on the PC and I played it all the way through. And I have to say, I really did enjoy that game.
Wow, it took you a while to
It
get
is a walking simulator in most part, but the story was actually really enjoyable. I really did like that. I did like the mechanics in the game. I did enjoy how the story is really weird. How it really, how can I say? It was like
it's a Kojima game.
It's a Kojima
You know what
game.
you're gonna get.
It's a
Yeah,
Kojima game. And a lot
Yeah.
of the mechanics was like, wow, I really wish he would make another Metal Gear, which is never going to happen. But a lot of parts in that game felt like I was playing Metal Gear. It was an enjoyable game. I really wish that we could get another Metal Gear. Yeah, I'm glad I finally played all the way through. I think I played it. It was like 67 hours playing that game. Really enjoyed it.
Jesus.
Yeah, really enjoyed it. I hadn't played anything else but that game. I mean, I played a couple of small games in between, like Hands of Paladin again, a couple other small games, but the main game was that. I haven't played Destiny 2. I will not be playing Destiny 2, just because I've been talking to a lot of people in Destiny 2 community, and the hacking is getting more rampant. And
Wow.
they just announced the Heroes of Solstice event coming up soon, and part of the requirements to get the best of the best gear is to do PvP. And yeah, no thanks. No thanks. No.
I hate when games force you to do that, where they go, you gotta push for PvP content. It's like, no,
I
don't.
don't like it whatsoever.
The sad part is I enjoyed Destiny for PvP, but the hacking problem I was aware of since like last season, and I'm like I couldn't play it because it's like there's hack damage, there's hack glitching for for lag switching, so it just get phased out. It just
there was a guy who was streaming the game a couple days ago, and he actually recorded one of the guys using the hack, and he was using a sniper rifle that was multi-firing, rapid firing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is the shit that we're talking about, Bungie. This is exactly what we're talking about. We don't want to play PvP.
It should. And if they're doing stuff like that, that should be the stuff that is patched out on day one.
Yeah, not lasting 2 seasons.
But Bungie's idea at the moment is, people are having fun.
We got as long as the content's there, it's fine. That's Bungie.
We create the content. If you find ways to break it, then that's fun for you.
But that's the problem. We've been telling them for months that we're not enjoying the way PvP is because of these freaking hacks. But I don't want to harp on it. I don't want to derail the conversation. But basically,
no, please, by all means,
like
you make your grievances.
Yeah, you make me feel great that I quit that game.
No, that's why I'm not playing right now. I will revisit the game when Beyond Light comes out. But right now, there's enough games for me to play that I really want to play. And we also got a bunch of games coming out soon. Mortal Shell, which is the Dark Soul-like game that's coming out on, I think it's August 18th or August 20th. That's coming out. Remnant from the Ashes, the new DLC is coming out August 18th for August 20th as well. So there's enough games coming out.
September 4th, we've got the Tony Hawk remasters, which I'm so looking forward to.
Yeah,
even with the reduced soundtrack, at least I know I can always turn the I can always download the old soundtrack and have that running in the background instead of.
Well, I do what I do. Go to options and put that music volume to 0.
But we like
exactly it.
We like the music.
Machine Gun Kelly, God, that rap is so trash.
Well, God. I can't say anything about that.
Come on.
Ace of Spades. I'm gonna finish, so I don't want to talk about Tony Hawk because we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about Tony Hawk when it comes out. But other than those two, I've actually been playing a lot of the Avengers beta. It came out today for PlayStation 4. Actually came out
another game that's coming out. I believe that's coming out in September, isn't it?
Yep, September. I believe it's September 8th. I believe. But I've been playing the beta on the PlayStation 4.
I've got September 4th.
Is it 4th? Okay. So I've been playing that. Yeah. I did not get a code from Square Enix. They were asking content creators to play it, and I was like, all right, I'll play it, and they didn't get back to me, so it's not surprising. But I did get my own code, so whatever, Square Enix. I really enjoyed it. So the beta is a hefty chunk of the game. You get to play an opening mission. You get to play some other missions afterwards. You also get to do some of what they call the war zones. And I've played about 4 hours of the game so far. And I have to say, out of all the characters, you can play as Captain America, only for the beginning, Black Widow, Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, and Miss Marvel. My top 3 characters in this game so far is Miss Marvel, because she's a hell of a lot of fun. She's very, the way her attacks are, like if you can envision her off the comic book pages, that's exactly how she attacks. She is a lot of fun to play with. Hulk, because there's something about being a big green guy just beating the shit out of everybody. Yes, he is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, Black Widow. She has a really nice mid-range game where her guns, she can close distance really quick, and she also grapples. So I really do like those 3. I'm not feeling Thor as much. He's decent, but he's just not my kind of style. I do not like Iron Man whatsoever.
Range.
Yeah, I don't like him. Whatsoever. Not fun. Yeah. And I really enjoyed Captain America, but you only get to play with him for a couple minutes and then he's gone.
Yeah. Just like in real life.
But I
Yep.
wasn't really looking forward to this game at the very beginning because what they showed us before was not very good. But the game has slowly becoming a lot better. And while I am a little
Man.
frustrated about something we'll talk about later on, which is Spider-Man only coming out for the PlayStation 4 version of the game, yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I am enjoying this beta. I think I will pick it up. I'm actually on the fence if I do pick it up. Am I going to double dip on it, or am I just going to say I really don't care about Spider-Man, which I really do, and just pick up for the PC? We'll have to see which community is going to be better in the long run. Plus, I know if I play it on PC,
I feel like you're going back to your cloud of the PC Olympus and you're looking down on us. The rest of it, like you're abandoned Peter Porker for some PC.
We're going to talk about that. But that's what I've been playing. Carl, how are you, buddy? As I drink.
Unfortunately, I haven't really been playing too much. Unfortunately, I'm back on the WoW crack, so I've been spending a lot of time with
that explains it.
I've been spending a lot of time with that, mainly because, well, we're locked down for 6 weeks. I can't go anywhere and do anything, so I feel like that's sort of why I followed back on that habit. However, I was saved by the glory that is known as eBay by actually buying a Sega Dreamcast.
Such a great system.
Yep. So I've been going back and reliving some classics like your Code Veronica in its ultimate form, and Soul Calibur, the original Soul Calibur.
Good times.
That was it. No, that is still one of the better fighters out there. Soul Calibur
and one of the better. Well, I guess they sort of called it a party fighter back in the day. Power Stone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The original Power Stone. Like they were 3 of the 5 games that came with it, and that's why I was happy to bid a little bit extra on it because those games alone are worth big money.
Yep.
But like they're like the top of the games that you get anyway.
And yet, unfortunately, it was one of the best fighters Capcom's ever made.
Mm-hmm. And they only made 2 of them,
and they won't go back to it. It's like
that team left. That team left.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a Capcom special. You should know that every fighting game made by Capcom, that team just leaves. It's the fighting game special. That's why each Street Fighter is vastly different from each other. Not because they're trying to be innovative. Those teams just bounce.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah. So I've been able to. It's sort of weird because I was never a Dreamcast person back in the day.
For shame.
So
man.
it's very weird jumping onto that. Like with the shape of the controller and everything, it sort of brings me back to sort of like it's almost like an early prototype of the Xbox Duke controller.
When the Dreamcast, when they first came out, it was so weird. But if you were
it was because the main triggers are underneath where the what we now call like the left and right bumpers like down the bottom are and stuff like that. It is so weird.
If you played the Sega Saturn and you played Dreams, you know exactly what to expect.
I didn't, unfortunately. I was not a Sega person during those days. I was sitting in the PlayStation and Nintendo camps, so I didn't really give the consoles. Well, that's the good thing about retro game collecting is that I'm going back and I'm now experiencing all these things that as good as I can anyway. So I'm making up for past mistakes. So I've got that. I've also got some modification bits and pieces coming for the console itself.
If I can I make some recommendations?
If you can, go for it.
All the Marvel games that are available on the Dreamcast, get those.
Hell yes! No, believe me, I have somewhere about 120 gig worth of games sitting there waiting to be placed on a.
There was let's see,
Project Justice 1 and 2.
Ikaruga, if you want to play that, even.
I don't think I got Ikaruga.
Let's see. Metropolis Speed Racer, which is the precursor to brains going Project Gotham Racing.
Okay. I've pulled up what I've got because let's face it, in this day and age, if you're gonna get a Dreamcast, you might as well do what I'm about to do with it, which is I've ordered in a GD-EMU unit, which is an SD card reader that replaces the CD-ROM
You
drive.
might as well. And if people are like, "Why are you talking about piracy?" Dreamcast is dead, man.
Yeah, well,
it's
retro consoles like that, where you cannot buy, like where the secondhand market rules the land, and every game's costing 5 times more than it did when it was freaking released. You know, I say go for it. Mod your consoles.
I don't care. Mod
any
the hell
way you
with it.
can to get your games. You know, if anything up to the PS3 era, basically the PS3, Xbox 360 era. If you've already gotten anything from that era onwards, then you're an asshole.
Yeah.
If you're going on stuff that is like PS2, PS1s, you know, early Sega consoles, stuff like that, then by all means get your ROMs, find some way to play whatever you can get your hands on. Hell, even my Super Nintendo has a cartridge that's got an SD reader in it that has all the games on it, so I don't have to pay $10,000 for fucking Mario again.
Yeah, for myself, I recommend ROMing PS1 and PS2 just because that library is just expansive.
Exactly, and some of the best games are expensive as all hell to buy.
Oh God, yeah. Because you guys may not know this, I'm a huge Musashi fan. I was trying to find Musashi cheap, just like $80.
I'm curious though. We could pick this up later, but yeah, there's so many classic games.
But yeah, just to go with what, like, I bought the GDMU unit so I can replace the CD-ROM drive with an SD card reader, which you can also do with the Sega Saturns as well, which is what I'm going to do when I get that. And I also got a new power supply unit.
Cool.
For the console as well, because I've heard that when you put in the GDMU, it sort of stresses out the power supply on the Sega Dreamcast quite a bit. And this thing is like, it's like this fucking long by about that thick. Yeah, it's like that. It's like this gigantic power block unit of all these big diodes and everything else. It's replaced with a tiny board about the size of a friggin' business card. It goes to show the way technology's
now you got me looking at an
gone
HDMI converter on the Amazon for my Dreamcast. I've been wanting to play with that for a while, but
there is a cable out there that is basic. One end is the standard Sega Dreamcast input, and the output is HDMI. I've got that on the way as well.
So I used to have the VGA cable connection, but I've long since lost.
Yeah, that's it. But like. So that's what I've grabbed that, but I play the games that I'm currently playing because, well, that's what I've got. But it's like the list I've got sitting here in front of me of stuff I'm going to play. Like I've got Capcom vs SNK 1 and 2, Crazy Taxi 1 and 2, Virtua 1, or Cyber Troopers as people might know it.
Yeah.
Daytona USA, Dead or Alive 2, Dino Crisis, Fatal Fury Mark of Wolves.
Don't forget to add on their Dead or Alive. Dead or Alive on the Dreamcast was actually really good.
Dead or Alive 2 is what is on the Dreamcast that I have sitting here already waiting to go.
Skies of Arcadia. Skies of Arcadia.
Skies of Arcadia. If you use RPGs, yeah.
Jet Grind Radio. If anybody remembers that one from back in the day.
That was phenomenal for time.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
The fighting game one?
Yeah.
The fighting game one.
The good fighting game one.
Yeah.
Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2, Mortal Kombat Gold, NBA Showtime, Plasma Sword, Power Stone 1 and 2, Project Justice.
I think it's just missing Third Strike.
I'm still going through the list, so it's like Ready to Rumble 1 and 2, Code Veronica, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Sega Rally, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, Soul Calibur, Space Channel 5, Street Fighter Alpha 3, Street Fighter 3 Double Impact. Third Strike was never actually released on Dreamcast.
You might want to skip
at least in the US.
You might want to skip Space Channel.
I've heard good things, but okay, sure.
Give it a try. I don't want to tell you otherwise.
Space Channel's more of a meme game, but it's a meme. That's what I feel about it.
Time Stalkers, Tony Hawk 1 and 2, Virtua Fighter 3 TB, Virtual Tennis
Yeah.
1 and 2 because I heard those
Yes,
were really
Virtual
good.
Tennis 2 is amazing. I wish Sega
Yeah.
had kept following that series.
And
That was a
then-
great game.
And the WWF Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
The Royal Rumble.
There's a couple games there I would also
But
recommend.
there's well, I've got a lot more on that list, but that was just like cutting down for sake of time. But yeah, by all means, if you got anything else to suggest to me, suggest it to me.
Yeah,
I've got
we can do that after the
I've
show.
got 100 I'm putting a 128 gig card in it, so then I
mean,
can
you
have
probably-
multiple cards if I need be. So go
You
for
already
it.
you're probably already played Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, so that's already been done already.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Can't think of anything top notch. Okay, I guess I'll just talk about the games I've been playing this. Oh wait.
Yep, go for it.
Games playing week, obviously Fall Guys, talk about that later. Panzer Paladin. Phantasy Star Online's on Steam. Phantasy Star Online 2 is on Steam. Fuck Microsoft Store, that piece of shit store.
Yeah.
Worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Bury that thing into the ground. Put a goddamn grave on it. Make me PSO champion right now. Book it, Gabe Sapolsky. All right.
All right,
Thanks,
so we
James
kind of went.
I'm not done yet.
For a
Oh
second.
no, I'm not done yet. Play some Blightbound. Play some Griftlands. Played Diablo 3 with my brother. And I played lots of
Wait, back up. You played Diablo?
Yes, with my brother. That's how we spend time with each other because we don't have all the games.
I
to play.
thought you weren't a fan of Diablo.
No. I'm not a fan of Diablo 3, but my brother plays it, so I'll play with him.
Okay.
It's called. I'm not a fan of Destiny. Destiny's garbage.
Wait. So you played Diablo on PC, right?
No, I played on console with my brother.
Okay. Fair enough. The
So,
console version of
that-
Diablo 3 isn't bad. I will give.
No, it's not. No. That's about and that's about it. I think it's played. And some phone games. Just like Brawl Stars or whatever. That game has so many patches. It's crazy. So fun. But yeah, Fantasy Strike has been my crack lately for fighting games. I don't know. It just feels good. Something simple.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Earlier this week, last week, not this week, last week, but is it still this week? It's Saturday, so I guess it counts. Whatever, it doesn't make a difference.
Starting to Sunday. That's not
Okay, so going into the PlayStation 5, Sony already told everybody, hey, you're going to need to upgrade your controller. That's it. Stop bitching. And of course, they came out again this week and said, hey, by the way, if you want to play PlayStation 5 games, you need to use PlayStation 5 controller. And if you want to play your PlayStation 4 games, you can still use your DualShock 4. This, of course, made people upset, and some people, got pissed off and started complaining, why do I need to upgrade my controller? And I'm sitting here and I'm going, well, I think this has been the way things have been for the last 15 years.
I was about to say,
Well, there have been some exceptions, but only two that I can think of. Only two.
Even then, those exceptions are rare. Like Nintendo.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Nintendo only lets some games can play the game control, not all games. So
the only
Yeah.
company is Nintendo, and that was using the Wii controllers and the Wii U for obvious reasons because the Wii U wasn't a freaking upgrade, and
pretty much
being able to use your GameCube controller on the Wii
for certain games.
That was it. So only certain games, exactly. And then of course Microsoft use your controller, your Xbox One controller, your Xbox Series X controller, and your PC. Okay, great. Other than that, and we shouldn't even count Microsoft, but other than that, every console known to man, you had to get a different controller when you upgraded your console. It didn't make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
When you had a Nintendo Entertainment System and you got a Super Nintendo, you couldn't use them. When you got a,
the best, like,
it's just ridiculous.
Super Nintendo had Super Nintendo had 6 buttons. The regular Nintendo had 2 buttons.
Right.
So it's like, I can't believe that mentality.
But you can do that. You can do what Sega did. That dumbass decision where, remember when the Sega Genesis came out and you had the 3-button controller, and then they came out later on with the 6-button controller? They tried to make you play Street Fighter with 3-button controllers, and to switch the buttons, you had to hit the start button.
Press select.
And it's like, what?
Yeah, select. Yeah.
How am I going to play a fighting game like this? Yeah. So I just found it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that damn thing. I found it ridiculous that people are getting so upset about this. At the same time, I did write an article about this, and I can understand why people are getting upset because financials. You got people that invested hundreds of dollars on DualShock 4 controllers, and Sony saying, "Hey, you can't use it." At the same time, I also thought about the people who paid hundreds or thousands of dollars in worth of controllers for the accessibility. those who are disabled gamers, they have a legitimate reason to be. But everybody else, guys, this crap is normal. Every generation.
I don't get it. Like, you get a controller with the console anyway.
Exactly. Nobody thought about that.
Yeah.
It's not like Sony's gone and said,
No
we're gonna release the PS5, but by the way, you have to buy all your controllers separately.
Exactly.
You're going to get a PS5 controller with your console anyway. So what? Oh my god! I have to pick up a different controller to play a different type of game
for a different console. Like, yeah, it's like my brain.
And that's exactly it. It's like, oh my god, I have to pick up a PS4 controller to play a PS4 game. Well, what's the other option is you don't play the PS4 game on the PS5 and you play it on your PS4 and you have to pick up another controller anyway.
Yeah. And, like, what about, like, blah, 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 call up my friend's local blah, blah, blah. Your friend will either bring a controller or you have to buy an extra controller. Wow, you step back for 40 bucks. The horror. The horror.
Yeah,
exactly.
I never understood that.
This is the most overblown, stupid outrage bullshit.
Hey Carl, have you heard about Have you heard about the internet? You know, this thing where people go to bitch about things that just don't make any sense.
It's not that great.
Yeah,
all these people that are sitting in their homes right now going crazy are finding anything and everything to bitch about. That's exactly what's going on, and this is just the latest in the line of dumb fuckery.
Yeah, I don't think this is.
I've had every Sony console. You take a look at the history of the controller that came with those consoles. You had the original Sony controller, which was the 8-button controller.
Yeah,
didn't have that before. The closest thing we had to that was the 6-button with the Super Nintendo. Then they had the DualShock. They added the 2 sticks in, so you had to buy another set of controllers because games were starting to use DualShock, the dual sticks. And then they went to the PS2. What happened with the PS2? It came as the dual sticks by default. Right. So again, you could use your PlayStation 1 controls with your PS2, but they didn't function the same. Like there was something to do with the analog and digital signals at the time that was causing them to change. Then you get to the PS3 where they added in Bluetooth connectivity, motion, and the motion control and the DualShock Rumble.
Yep. So that's exactly what I talk about in my article. It's pretty much, it's not just, hey, we're forcing you because we want to. We are introducing new technologies in our controllers, and every generation, with the exception of Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft have introduced new technologies in their controllers. PlayStation is a great example. The DualShock, we've got the motion sensing or the motion controllers. We've got the rumble feature in there, and with the DualSense, we're getting the feedback, something that Microsoft has been doing for a long time, and Sony. And I really hope Sony completely went up some on this one because I wasn't impressed with what Microsoft has. And
plus again, plus the other thing is this is the first time in decades that Sony has actually changed their controller design for the first time ever. For all we know, the DualSense controller for the PS5 is probably more comfortable than the PlayStation controllers you're using now.
And that's the thing. The thing right there. You make a valid point. When people are complaining about something that they know nothing about, Sony has not come out and said anything. We don't know anybody on the internet right now who's talking about it, who's actually used the DualSense controller. So people getting frustrated about this, it doesn't make any sense. I understand that you don't want to buy a new controller, but as you said before, you get a controller in the damn box.
Free. The first one, everybody gets one.
So I don't.
I've got a box back here that's full of fucking controllers. I don't care about buying an extra controller if I need to.
What happens is eventually.
I always I play a lot of single player games. I'm the main gamer in the house. I still have 2 controllers. Why? Because these days, when one battery dies, I have the other one fully charged, ready to go.
I'm just a dumbass. I can collect them, so.
Well, yeah, you got 4,000 controllers that you never actually use. So.
And you know what? Every time I upgrade a console, I don't care because here's my thing. I'll give them to somebody who needs a controller. I'll have a spare one for my other console
Mhm.
because I have kids who break my shit. So it doesn't make a difference. I have extra controllers, and when I upgrade to the PlayStation 5, I'll have extra DualShock 4 controllers on my shelf for when I want to play my PlayStation 4 because I don't trust Sony in their backward compatibility. Or when my kids want to play PlayStation 4, or my friends come over my house and like, hey, I broke my controller. There you go. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't care. I just wanted to bring it up because I thought the people complaining about this topic didn't make any sense. It's just
It is definitely one of those topics that doesn't make any sense whatsoever why they're bitching.
I get it. People are stuck in their house and they're dormant and they want something to complain about, but this ain't it. Go complain about something else. Not this. This is stupid.
Yeah.
This is dumb.
Plus, you get, like we said, you're gonna get your controller with the console anyway. And if you, to be honest, if you're one of those people who has a half a brain in your head, you're gonna keep your old console until you absolutely know how big the back catalog is going to be available on the PS5. You end up having to pick up a PS4 controller to play your PS4 games anyway, whether you're using it on the PS4 or the PS5.
Right.
So it's a redundant complaint. It really is.
Yeah, but people need.
It's like what Keith has to deal with 24/7 at his job. Redundant complaints.
Redundant complaints. Luckily, he doesn't do what I do at my job. I just start drinking. Therefore, I can't hear it anymore. If the alcohol has stopped me from hearing,
I'm not going to start drinking. You know,
See,
it's a good idea, but I'm not going to start doing that. But
I've already hit maximum peak workage right here.
Maybe I should. But
yeah.
All right, enough about that. Let's go ahead and jump over to the next one. So this one is still PlayStation, and I talked about this to myself a lot. I've been talking back and forth to myself, which is weird. Keith was talking to Mitchell. Mitchell was talking to Keith. And
right.
So Spider-Man is exclusive to the PlayStation 4 version of Marvel Avengers. And I gotta be honest, I see both sides of the fence. I see where Sony has that clout, has that money, and Disney's like, we like money. You guys did right by Spider-Man for Insomniac. We don't have a problem giving you Spider-Man exclusive to the PlayStation 4. And I can see that, but at the same time, I don't agree with that. I'm not a fan of exclusive characters. I'm not a fan of games being exclusive whatsoever. That's the first-party games. And Marvel's Avengers is not a first-party game. And I really, really, really wish somebody from Disney would come out and say, hey, this is the reason why we let Sony have so much with the Spider-Man license, because nobody knows what's going on with that license. Every time I go into argument on the internet or debate, does Sony own Spider-Man? No, they fucking don't. Sony owns they own the movie rights to Spider-Man. Disney owns the right to the gaming rights and the comic book rights, not Sony. But because Sony is always using Spider-Man, everybody's like, oh, well, I guess Sony owns Spider-Man. Yes, the movie, not the game. Disney needs to come out and just say, hey, this is what it is. Because I'm so tired of that argument. It's so dumb. But getting back to Spider-Man just being exclusive to PlayStation 4, it kind of irks me. It really does. Because as I talked about earlier, I really am enjoying Marvel's Avengers. And I'm a big fan of Spider-Man. Spider-Man has been an influential part of my life for years. Ever since I was a kid, I read Spider-Man comic books. I've watched Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I watched the terrible live-action Spider-Man. I watched all the Spider-Man movies. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love Spider-Man. And the fact that he is going to be hamstrung on he's only on one console, one platform, one plastic box really bothers me. Because he's the people's champ. Everybody loves him. He should be available everywhere. But he's not because of money.
Here's the thing. He's the people's champ, but he's also from Queens. Queens gotta get paid. You never been from Queens. Queens is fucking horrible, okay? It's hard to live out there. Fucking savagery out there.
Aside from that, but I don't.
Aside from the facts I just spitted.
We're talking games. I can't get into real life. We're talking games right now.
Yeah, I'm talking about games.
I don't like this decision. Obviously, I don't make a difference. Nobody really makes a difference. Only the almighty dollar makes a difference.
No, my thing about it to me is like, unless they're announcing exclusives for like other characters of console, then that's it. They're probably, if they're not, then it's whatever. But it is what it is. I mean, also it's the branding. I mean, Spider-Man is on Sony. Put Spider-Man on the game that's coming out for Sony. They paid for it. Pay the cost to be the boss. It's the most logical explanation. I could see it.
But see,
Everyone else, I wish you best luck.
But this is the other thing, and this is because, again, the speculation, because we don't know what the actual thing is. For all we know, when Sony turned around and said, we want to make an exclusive Spider-Man game for the PlayStation console with the Marvel Spider-Man game, which was absolutely phenomenal, great game, and everything else.
except it turns your PlayStation to a fighter jet.
It could be that the guys at Sony had sat down with the guys at Disney and said, look, we want to lock down exclusive rights to publishing the character in video game form for X amount of years as a part of our deal with holding on to the Spider-Man license. Because yes, they have the Spider-Man license for movies. They don't have it for TV shows, which is why you're seeing Disney put out the Spider-Man cartoons. But it could be that this deal has been renegotiated and nobody's really said anything, because how often do you really find out what deals the mouse has done?
Exactly.
Very rarely. You know, it could be that Sony has locked down exclusivity for the character because of the games that they're making for the PS4 and PS5.
No, the only thing
Go ahead. That's the only thing I could possibly think is that they went back to the negotiation table and got those rights. That's the only way that they can get to do this.
And that's the thing that doesn't make any sense, because again, somebody has said that on the internet, and I go back and I point to Marvel Alliance 3, Ultimate Marvel Alliance, or Ultimate Alliance 3, with Spider-Man in it.
Yeah.
With Spider-Man in it. And it's like, Spider-Man is front and center.
Again, you don't know when these type of negotiations might. This could have been only something that's come because of the PS5.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know when the negotiation could have taken place. But also, you could be looking at the fact that the contract for who makes the Ultimate Alliance games?
Ravensoft games.
Ravensoft. Ravensoft could have had a contract for 3 games.
But it was through Activision. Activision is the one who published it. So
and they put the last one on the Switch.
The thing I'm getting it on is that they could have had in their original contract, dating back to the PS2 games when they made the Ultimate Alliance games originally. Yeah. They could have had in their contract, this is a 3-game deal.
Yeah, we and again, you make the same point that I made
before. And it's the same thing with the Lego. It's the same thing with the Lego stuff. Lego could have turned around and said, "Okay, we want X amount of games, and it licenses all your characters." That's fine. Yes, I will say straight out, Disney probably still owns the rights to Spider-Man as a video game character. However, I reckon that there has been some deal that's been struck between Sony and Disney that is giving them now an exclusive right to it.
Or that Disney loves money and they know that Spider-Man is great and they know Sony has done a great job.
Considering Disney has just announced a profit loss of like 50%, the fact that they could whore out Marvel characters left, right, and center, they're quite happy to do that.
Right.
So if Sony's coming along, who's still having blockbuster, years and still turning a profit, and rocks up with a briefcase full of money saying Spider-Man's now ours for video games for the next 3 years, Disney's going to be like, sure, we like money. Yeah. That's the only thing that I can think of. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, is it too much to ask? And I know it is. Is it too much to ask?
Transparency is for big business? Yeah. You're asking too much.
That would be awesome. Just tell us what's going on. That would be it. Because it would solve so many problems. It would, one, stop people from saying stuff that clearly is not correct. It would clear up the air. It would clear up.
Understand from this.
No, I want logic. I like logic, Mac. You know that.
I'm giving you logic. Information, power, knowledge is power, and money knows a lot. You gotta pay for that info. You gotta be a stockholder. Buy some stock from Disney. You got all the answers to it.
I don't think I can afford stock in Disney. I don't think I can afford.
That being serious.
Well, that's it.
That's it.
But getting back to it, I don't agree with it. I know people have said, "Hey, vote your wallet." Man, that needs to just Just stop.
I always hated that comment.
I hate that because it never works.
Vote with your wallet never worked. Never has worked. Never will work because the big wigs behind the scenes have that big dump truck full of money just sitting there that they take piles out of and send it to other companies and going, here, we want this.
Yeah, and the thing is too is like, vote with your wallet. Cool. You know how people like stooge and blah blah. The point is just like, vote for your wallet only works if there's a fair and free market. There are actually bad businesses that make money despite it because you get fixed income. So your wallet means nothing. Listen to WWE.
It's not even that. It's not even that. You can go down to the most simplest reason why it never works. Call of Duty, classic example. Don't vote. Vote with your wallet. Don't give these people money. Okay, so 10,000 people do that, but 100,000 people are gonna go. Okay, we're gonna buy this crap.
Yep.
It will not work unless unless everybody does the same exact act. It will never work, and it never will happen. It never will happen.
Wait, they still make Call of Duty?
Yes, they still make Call of Duty. They're making another one. They're doing some kind of tease for the next one. Yes, they're doing another Call of Duty.
I thought that series died after the cluster F
that series makes money for Activision. It is never going away. Bobby needs his $40 million a year while Blizzard employees make shit. That's also a big topic to talk about.
Yay, America! No, but all seriousness, I actually thought that like after Ghost, that those people just like, I mean, people start talking about it, they just died.
Nope,
Ghost is like such garbage.
Nope, it's still going. It's still
going. Well, I avoided the bubble, so I'm safe. Woohoo!
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but again, what can you do? I really wish Spider-Man was on other consoles, other platforms, and I don't want people going, oh, because you don't like PlayStation. No, it's not because I don't like PlayStation, because I like gaming, and I don't like this crap. I don't like it. I don't like that practice. And if one company is doing it and continues to get away with it, what does that mean for everybody else? That means other people are going to go, hey, they did that. We can do that too. And it sets a dangerous precedence. And I don't like it.
I mean, it happened before. It's happened before.
And it's going to keep happening. And that's why I don't.
In my personal opinion, it's happened before, but it also killed a franchise. Like, we're talking about Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur went to crap because of exclusive crap. So.
Well, Soul Calibur went to crap because they were doing everything. I will give Soul Calibur credit. They did it in a decent way. Every platform had an exclusive character for that platform. I don't have a problem with that. That was weird. I don't have a problem with that. The series went to crap because one created character should never existed in a Soul Calibur game. Never. I
agree with that one.
Never. But
let's go. What's wrong with the base roster? But anyway, back to real stuff.
And Yoda is still overpowered.
100%.
Yeah, so yeah. Not a fan.
Soul Calibur 4, what, you get Vader and Yoda and Starkiller in that. God damn.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yoda had no hitbox. That was ridiculous.
That was great. It's like, I can't seem to stab and poke you, Mitsurugi. Why is my overhead missing? It's just too short.
Yep.
Good times, good balance, 5 stars.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna harp about it. I'm on the fence of picking up Marvel Avengers, but what I played in the beta I really like, but I don't like this practice. You know.
Like I said, we also have to wait. Maybe they're releasing like other versions of the character.
I'd love to be in on this, but like I haven't played the beta. I don't know how to get the beta because I'm not cool enough.
We can talk after the show.
I need that beta.
We will talk after the show. All right,
we'll talk after the show. I'm gonna start
because I'm not cool enough influencer to get the beta.
Neither am I.
You're too much of a call. You're a heel. I mean, look at you in a top heel club right now.
Yeah, but all right. But okay, continue on talking about superhero stuff. Rocksteady finally, after years of teasing, have finally announced that they're working on a new game, and it's based on Suicide Squad. They came out
Who's Rocksteady?
Rocksteady.
Featuring back to he's the rhino that walked around with the warthog. You know, Bebop.
That was good. That was old. he learned a program video games. My God, that's oof.
But seriously, Rocksteady, for those who don't know, Matt's being an ass, is WB Games. They make Batman games. You know, like that horrible.
Oh.
Yeah, the Batman
Arkham games. The Arkham series.
Yeah.
Oh, good luck with that. Yeah, all right.
So they came out finally and basically left a cryptic message stating, "Hey, Suicide Squad, August 22nd, DC Fandom, which is DC Comics Fandom, which takes place August 22nd," and with the caption of what was it? Target locked. in the tweet. They didn't come out and say anything other than this weird tweet. And in the tweet, there was a go ahead.
Yeah, well, in the tweet there was a picture of I was about to say Spider-Man, Suicide Squad taking out Marvel characters. That'd be hilarious.
Give me pictures of Spider-Man dead.
Pictures of Spider-Man. There's different pictures. That's a snuff film. No, so it was a picture of Superman with like the Suicide Squad logo as an X. Over
the cross out. Yeah.
Which it looks interesting. I'm like looking at the way that they've done Superman. It's like I don't know if that's meant to be Superman or if that's meant to be like possibly Ultraman.
No, it definitely looks like Superman. It definitely looks like Superman because the cape is red, the red tinge. It's definitely Superman.
Yeah, it could be Superman, Ultraman, Taco Man, Superman.
Yeah.
But he's also got that split tail. What do you want to get? What do you call that? Actual hair.
The calic
curl.
Yeah. So that is definitely Soups.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm interested to see what they're doing, especially because this is their first foray outside of doing the Batman stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to be. I'm also interested in which iteration of the Suicide Squad they're going to be using.
They're probably going to use the movie version, the most common version. I doubt they're going to use King Tiger and those old school cats. Please, that would be a dream. But
Yeah, like give us the OG Suicide Squad, but no, we'll get probably Captain Boomerang, Deadshot,
maybe Slade, Harley Quinn, Killer Croc, Slade, and whatever deadbeat they can kill.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Again, they've got to be very careful in the voice casting with this as well.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like bring back some of the guys that were in, like they did with the Batman Arkham games. Bring in some of the old school Batman the Animated Series cast.
Oh,
for the voiceovers.
Kevin Conroy.
They are a company that really likes to sort of give the people what they want.
I mean, it's Kevin Conroy.
Which is why we got Kevin Conroy back as Batman. That's why we got Mark Hamill breaking his "this is the last time I'm going to do the Joker" vow at least 4 times.
Well, he mentioned that. He said he did say that a couple times. He loves the character. He loves being a Joker, and we love him for being the Joker.
No, he loves it being Joker when he gets paid. You people aren't understanding the facts. He got paid well.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Exactly. I'm not doing a Joker unless the check clears. That's what he really means. I understand that. And
same reason he did Star Wars and drank blue milk. Yeah. But anyway, moving on from the financials.
Yeah, he the check clears. It's fine. I've always respected that. I respect the check cleared. You can't blame me. If that check bounced, of course I'd be upset. It bounced. What am I supposed to do about that, man?
But I'm interested to see what's going to happen at the DC showcase or whatever. What is it?
Whatever.
Fandom?
Yeah.
DC fandom.
Show.
Yeah.
Because that'll be when we get the teaser trailer or whatever. Probably a teaser trailer or an actual first look trailer or something.
I'm really hoping we actually get some gameplay. Don't just give us a teaser. Just show us something.
Give us a full blown presentation and say, hey, it's coming out by the end of the year, which will be like.
Well,
I don't know what.
Because I love the Arkham. I love the Arkham series. I'm a big fan of.
Oh, they're great. Yeah.
I even like Arkham Origins, which wasn't even Rocksteady.
It's hard to believe that Rhino could program games. I thought he was just. I thought Shredder fired him because he got a job. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah,
so proud of him. His own game.
It's
so
it's just interesting that they're making a game based on Suicide Squad when the last tease was
new movie coming up.
Well, no, the Court of Owls. That was the one.
No, they could. It's kind of hard to do that, and it's the reason why financials and royalty, and the guy who is not there anymore they don't want to cut him a check. So,
but no, I'm just saying the last tease they did was that. So then
I know.
It's so weird. It's like when you're doing this on purpose, what exactly is going on? Or I really can't speculate because there's not enough information out there. The only one thing I do want to speculate is people are saying that this could possibly be a game as a service title. Now, I've seen some people saying that it can't be the case, but the people who came out a while ago and said this game is going to be based off Suicide Squad also said this. So
If
it's kind
this
of a
is
problem.
games as a service, I'm not touching it with a 20-foot pole.
Oh yeah, same.
It's
I'm
definitely
sorry.
understandable.
Most games these days come out as games as a service, like
Have been.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 and stuff like that. I have actually stayed away from. Hell, I was given a review disc for Battlefront 2. It has never seen the light of day.
Is it sitting in
It
your
is
drawer
basically
crying? Let me out, free me, please.
it is sitting in a pile of other PS4 games that I will not touch with a 20-foot pole.
That's a shame. You should let that disc out. Need some sun every once in a while.
No.
But seriously, yeah. Heck with that. I'm not on board if it's a game as a service either. But we'll have to wait until August 22nd, which is in 2 weeks to find out. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks. Weeks from today. So 2 weeks Friday or Saturday.
2 weeks.
We'll find out.
Yeah, along with a whole heap of other stuff from DC as well. I'm sure they'll probably have like movie announcements and TV show announcements and
The whole shebang.
maybe they'll actually do something with comic books.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. What else? Yeah, I thought that was just interesting to talk about that because they've been just sitting on this for years. Oh, hey, by the way, we're working on this game. Blah. Okay, great, whatever, sure.
Yeah. Give us Corner of Owls, goddammit.
And no, the reason why it's core hours have it's not complicated. It's just that the guy who left the company who's not there, they don't want to cut it.
Well, that's an extremely hard thing to do. The Court of Owls storyline, as well. As I sort of realize, for those who actually follow us at the Outerhaven.net, which you should be doing, and having a look at all our pretty little articles that we put up there.
Do it.
I'm currently doing a top 10 list of Batman animated films from the DC animated universe library, and I recently went back and watched what I call the Damian trilogy, which was Son of Batman, Batman versus Robin, and Batman and Robin Bad Blood.
But of course, Master of the Phantasm is your number one movie, right?
No, number one movie should be Batman versus the Phantom. Come on.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to reveal what number one movie is because I'm going to leave that for people to read the article for.
It's Master of the Phantasm. It is. Trust me.
It's is Batman versus
don't even try and speculate because you're not even going to get anywhere close to it. But the thing is, looking back on Batman versus Robin, which introduces the Court of Owls into the animated universe, it came off really lame the way that they ended up doing it.
Well, you gotta remember,
like the original Court of Owls storyline in the comic books was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, but it was multiple chapters.
Animated episode, yeah. Well, that's it. The having to introduce them into a shorter time frame, which would be the same as what you get in a video game, is a lot harder to do than to establish over time.
Yep.
And that's where Rocksteady's storytelling, especially with the Arkham series, was really well done. You could find hints of the long storyline going from Arkham Asylum through Arkham Knight. If you go back through the games, there's always hints in the previous games about what was coming. Even in Arkham Asylum, there was hints of what was going to happen in Arkham Knight. But again, that's something that they're not doing anymore. But let's see how they go with Suicide Squad. As long as they get a decent Harley Quinn, I'll be happy. And give us a classic costume, the OG Harley Quinn costume. Come on.
Yeah,
none of this clown bullshit that we get lately.
It's going to be interesting to see what exactly they do, but I'm not going to do any kind of speculation. I'm just going to wait
until we see something in 2 weeks.
There's too much here that can be speculated, and you get disappointed because they go and do something completely different. Because there have been how many Suicide Squad teams? I'll wait. They could give us a brand new one. I'll wait.
The sad part is I can actually name them, but yeah, I could. Oh god, but Suicide Squad. I mean, the thing is that I've read on way too much. Whatever. It's like I already know what's going to happen. There's going to be 3 characters in the jobbers. My bet is, will the jobber die in the first mission or not? If they die in the first mission, I'm going to hate the game because I already did it. But they die in later on in the story, I'd be fine with that. But no.
Look, the main problem I have with it is just initially and in general is that if they go modern Suicide Squad, they're going to put too much focus on Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I see that.
And I don't want that, because there are so many other characters in that, like, that have been through the Suicide Squad in all the different iterations, that are actually really good characters that would make great gaming characters. Like if you take the say the batarang mechanics and apply that to Captain Boomerang,
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. You know, having to line up angular shots as Deadshot.
yeah, or you use King Tiger. You got my person Sergeant Rock, who wasn't really the real guy. You got this killer. There's so many things they could do, but if the focus ended up being Harley Quinn, it would be overplayed because she's oversaturated. She hit maximum memeage. It's over. She's
after the recent animated TV show, she has hit peak saturation.
I love that show. By the way, I love that show.
It's
so
great.
good.
Yeah, like I said,
like I said, look, a very well done show. But I think that's just shown that we have hit peak Harley, because even the Harley Quinn comic books, which a lot of it was inspired by, is up to 75 issues on volume 3. And like that's a lot of stories, and even they're running out of stuff for the characters.
They're currently just rehashing what Jimmy and Amanda did. That's what they're kind of doing right now. It's a never ending. Yeah.
But anyway, what else we got, Keith?
Well, I was going to talk about one topic, but I think I'm going to let you and Matt talk about Fall Guys, because you won't.
Oh, finally.
You won't shut up about this game.
Because you don't have fun in your life.
No, the internet will not.
We are not the only ones who are talking about this.
Exactly. The internet will not shut up about this game. You internet will not shut up about this game. So please tell me about this game.
Okay.
Just talk. I'm not serious.
Is he online? Is he online? I want to bring Woodman to this conversation as well, because he's been playing it just as much as we have. You know, freaking, we got so many people on the Outerhaven who are playing it. You got basically fucking 9/10 of the streaming community right now playing it.
I'm not
it's a
playing
YouTube
it.
goddamn sensation.
No.
Yeah.
No. I don't like colorful things and fun stuff. No.
No, that's no. You like things on Sony. That's your problem.
No.
It's free on Sony. It costs you nothing to play it.
It's on PC as well, and I'm quite sure that if we talk to the right people, Keith can get himself a review copy.
I don't want a review copy. I don't care about this game. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't even played it. I see everybody talking about like, wow,
you really should be playing it. Have you got your PS4 in your office there?
No.
Go download it right now.
I was about to say, go put it on download. We'll play it after the podcast. It is. As I've been trying to describe it for the last couple of episodes of the podcast, it is a very, very weird sort of it's like a gauntlet runner game show thing. It is extremely just, I don't know, it's one of these games that you really have to play and experience to understand. Like I've said before, if you like things like Takeshi's Castles or MXC or something like that, where you're competing against a whole heap of other people to try and be number one, it's a great game. It's a great competition game. But it's done in this bright, light-hearted style that seems to capture everybody's imagination, and it's got that much challenge to it that people just keep coming back wanting to play more and more and more of it. I'm seeing people from like young kids to, grumpy people older than Keith.
Wow, thanks for telling me that I'm fucking old. Thanks for that.
Hey, you are the oldest member of this site, man. So
but you said I was old. God damn it, I'm not old.
You're nothing, old man. Get back to your goddamn
What's all this gray here, man? What's
that like?
Stress. It's called stress.
Keith, go back to your life.
It's called working. About the games. It's called working in IT.
Working in IT. I work in accounting. My life is stressful. Anyway,
but getting back on topic here, like Fall Guys is definitely, it's one of those games where some people are smarter than the game, which is really weird. Like I've seen some absolutely amazing videos pop up over the last couple of days of people finding these big brain cheese strats.
Yeah.
Like there's one game that's sort of done on a rotational tumbler that has walls that come up, and you got to go through the gaps in the wall to keep going. People realize that you could actually jump up on the side railings
and just let it fly.
And just stand there and just let everything go. I've seen people do like there's one where you got to break through several walls to get
the door dash,
and see watch this guy predict every single door in straight succession. It's like it's one of those things that make you just step back and go, wow,
there's some big brain motherfuckers out there.
Yeah, and again, it's a game that you've got to play to understand.
It's a very fun. It's like if Mario Party was actually fun, you would play this.
Wow.
Mario Party is not fun.
It's Mario Party without the frustrating minigames.
Yeah. And the thing is that the game doesn't kind of like punish you for losing and doesn't feel that bad if you win it. So like it's just what it is. It is very RNG.
If you lose, you turn around and you just jump into a new game.
Yeah. The game Fall Guys was so good, those servers crashed. God damn.
Yeah, that's the thing. PC servers and the PS4 servers for this game have constantly been dropping because of the amount of users that are on it.
Yeah, they did not.
They did not expect this to blow up as big as it did for an indie.
Yeah,
for an indie company. Like I was lucky enough. I got in on the beta of this. And when I played it, it was like probably about 10-minute wait to get 60 people together to start a game. Now you get 60 people in like 30 seconds, and if you're lucky, you might. And if you're unlucky, the server crashes and you got to restart the game.
Or it'll crash in between if you win a game or you get eliminated. It's just weird.
Yeah, but at the same time, like the games themselves are so varied and different that you don't end up playing the same thing twice.
So it's from what I've watched, it still feels like, and I'm not trying to be negative, I'm just trying to put words to what I'm seeing here. It still feels like a battle royale, but it's a lot more fun.
Yes,
it's a battle royale without like shooting and killing and fucking.
Well, there's trolling. That's enough I can live.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but the trolling in the game is intentional.
You control people? All right, I want to play now.
Okay, the trolling in Fall Guys is basically you can grab people at any time to hold them back, or throw them in a different direction, or something like that.
Or drag them down the seesaw so you die with them, which is great.
Yeah, if you want to take somebody with you as you're about to die, you can do that. I have seen people have like almost WWE Royal Rumble grappling sessions at the finish line.
Oh yeah, the guy that just
just to stop other people from getting across the finish line. There'll be about half a dozen guys just standing there grappling everybody that comes through.
Have you ever played on one of those maps that has a cannonball at the finish line and they grapple up and everybody just knocked back and dies? I was like, why?
There's one particular level where you're running uphill on a travelator that's actually going backwards, and all this fruit and logs are coming down at you.
Yeah, the log trap one, the log trap level.
And you get right up to the top, and somebody else will grab you just as a log's coming, and it'll knock you right back to last time.
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing is, if something like that happens, you don't go, "Oh, I hate this game. I'm going to turn it off." You go, "I want revenge, but I'm going to power through this course because there's still a chance I can make it to the next round."
It's like, fuck you, I'm going to win this. When I see, if you come in the next race, you're dead. That's like,
exactly. You
actually get real revenge.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you don't feel, again, it's not that penalty, it's not that anger of, oh my god, I didn't make it the first. It's like you might qualify for the top 12 and then get eliminated, and you're like, no, I want to play another round because I want to make that little bit of extra progress. I want to get to that final round.
And
I want to try and be number one.
Yeah, and the cosmetic game are really cool. I see someone dressed as like chicken. Someone has an actual wrestling belt. I was like, who has a wrestling belt?
There's tons and tons of customization for the characters that you get. They're like little anamorphic blob things.
Yeah.
Can you choose what you get, or is it just random characters?
Oh no, you make your first character.
Okay.
you get a few bits and pieces when you initially jump in, but as you play more, you sort of unlock more.
Yeah, and all just cosmetic.
It's all cosmetic. None of it is microtransactions. No microtransactions.
Yeah, no, they have a shop that lets you spend points. That's it. Yeah, and crowns.
Yeah. You basically you are grinding for the cosmetics, and that's another incentive to keep you wanting to get better at the game, because the higher you are up on the rankings, the more you get.
Okay.
On each game. And the sad part is, like, I was playing with my brother, and I was on like a 4-game lose streak. Didn't care. Got 3rd place in the second one. That was great. Like, the game doesn't. The reward system doesn't feel that bad. Like, 3rd place winning is 100 gems. Second place, 3rd place is first place is like 300. Second place is like 100. 3rd place is like 50, and everyone gets 30 after it. So it's like, it doesn't feel bad. It's not like, well, if you don't win, you never unlock anything. Just keep playing. Yeah. I think the game does a really job of making it fun and interactive, and the little blobs, and it's a good game. It's really good for what it does. If Mario Party was really fun, this is the game. And Mario Party is not fun.
It is definitely. I recommend, while it is still a part of the PS Plus monthly game, if you have PS Plus, grab the game, play it now. If you don't have it, get it on PC or PS4. Buy it.
I wonder if I still do have PlayStation
these
Plus.
Guys, because even the developers themselves are very active on Twitter, and they're funny people. They're fun people. Like, they put out a tweet the other day saying, "Okay, we're going to give you some stats on these characters, the Fall guys," and they said that these things are meant to be 6 foot tall.
Huh.
And they said, okay, so take into account that they're 6 foot tall. We want people to send us their thoughts or their theories on the skeletal system of these things.
The
and then they instantly regret it. The skeletal system, skeletons.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of these things just being a blob, they wanted people to imagine, what the skeleton would be inside the creature. And then, like, 2 minutes later, they're like, "We regret this."
Oh God.
Well, you know better than asking the internet for anything. So.
Yeah.
True. But again, I can't say this enough. Get the game.
It's super fun.
This is like what happened with Rocket League. Something simple, something fun. It's come at the right time. And Sony decided to jump behind it and go, we're going to give it to people for free with the PlayStation Plus thing, and it is blown up.
Oh, yeah. I think the best aspect of the game is how the reward system I play. There's so much variety in the game. I don't think I played every version of the minigame yet. I don't think I have. There's so many minigames. I haven't played them all. I haven't played all the races.
Oh, wow. People are already, like, asking for, like, specialized collab skins.
That'd be
like
cool.
Somebody sketched up a design of Fall Guys ex Ubisoft, and you've got the glow box from was it Rayman? An Enzo outfit from Assassin's Creed. Somebody's done one where they put the Fall Guy dude in Mega Man gear, asking Capcom to do crossovers. Like that's how good this game. Like, people are jumping on this and just wanting to do all sorts of stuff to, like, add to the game. And it sounds
like I'm watching videos
as I said originally. Yeah, as I said originally, like when I first played the beta, this is going to be the streaming game. Yep. Like, this is going to be great for streaming.
It already looks like it is one of the more popular games.
General, at the moment, I'm just having a quick look on Twitch as we are. It is just under 200,000 different viewers. Like, that's put it at second of the overall. The just chatting section is the only thing. This thing is beating Fortnite.
Yeah, which is fantastic.
This
I
game is
won't
beating
comment on
Fortnite.
that. I won't comment on that because Fortnite. I don't know.
The
Fortnite-
kids, yes,
Yeah,
they got the kids' money.
there's so many reasons why Fortnite isn't super popular at the moment. But I'm not going to talk about Fortnite because
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of
of course, but at the same time, like when you have a game that is now beating Fortnite in viewership, that's got to say something. And this is without the big streamers.
Oh no,
Dumping their life, yeah.
some of the big streamers are
Yeah.
playing this. A lot of them actually are playing this.
Oh, they are, but I'm looking now, and it's like the top streamer for Fall Guys right now is a guy called Rubius, and he does his stuff in Spanish.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not seeing your usual like your ninjas, your shrouds, your
Oh, we won't.
you know
we won't catch them
the
playing.
guys who like the usual suspects.
Yeah, the usual
Like
suspects.
I'm not seeing like Angry Joe show or anybody like that. People who usually jump on the standard great big thing, actually putting in time on this game.
Did Shroud even come back yet? I don't think he even came back yet.
I don't think Shroud. I know Ninja has.
He's been
Ninja's
doing
come back
some.
to Twitch.
He's only did a couple. He didn't say what he was doing. Whoops, sorry, Mike.
But it's like I'm seeing people that I've never seen before streaming this and getting lots and lots of views.
Wow, Destiny has fallen off hard right now.
Yeah, that game is dead. It's almost
it's
dead.
not it's not dead, but I mean, when the number one person is 2,000 viewers, and typically the game is up there, there's yeah.
Bro, it's doing worse. It's doing worse than fighting games. It's dead. Fighting games is the lower bar you can go.
Yeah,
The fact that Horizon Zero Dawn is doing good because it came out for PC is like wow.
Yeah.
See, Destiny 2 right now is doing 13.9k. Even World of Warcraft is sitting at 32.5.
Ooh.
It's dropped. It has dropped.
I'm
I'm not gonna say this,
Warcraft...
but it's part of okay. I don't want to stay on this, but since we're talking about the reason why Destiny 2 isn't doing good, and like I mentioned, is the season is going on too long. People are tired of what's going on. They're wasting too much time. But Beyond Light was supposed to come out in September, was it? And then it got pushed back until November. So people are now tired. We want something else. The PvP is garbage. There's too many damn hackers in the game, and people aren't playing anymore. So I don't expect that to get any better. I don't.
It's like I'm looking at the things. I'm looking at the things that are higher than Destiny 2 now. It's like
Hearthstone.
PUBG,
Yeah.
FIFA, chess. Chess is beating Destiny 2. People want to play chess more than
chess
that
is
game.
an intellectual game. I like a good game of chess.
Oh, don't get me wrong. It's a good game of chess, but like streaming chess, this is doing better than the Destiny 2. Then you know you got something wrong.
Crazy.
But like,
I definitely give it. I definitely give it a try. But like I said, the last
you need to give it a try, and you need to give it a try. We need to sit down, all three of us, on the same thing, probably the PS4, and play some games together, record some games together, have some fun. Because again, Fall Guys, I say to everybody and anybody, if you haven't got it by now, get it.
Yep.
It doesn't.
Get it while the game's good.
It will not take up, like, for the PC people. It's not going to be ultra stress on your system. So if you have a lower end system, you can still play this thing. You don't need a beast to play it. Or if you've got a PS4, then I think it's something like $20 on the PlayStation Store. Grab it.
Just get it on PC. Just get it on PC. Call it a day.
No,
We'll get it on PC.
If you get it for free, get it for free. That's why I look at it.
But yeah, if you got PS Plus, you don't have any reason not to grab it. Like, there's no excuse. If you've got PS Plus, you should have grabbed it by now. If you haven't, go grab it now. If you don't have PS Plus or that, then look at buying it on PC or buying it on PS4. Regardless, either way, you're gonna have a good time with it. That's it. Pure and simple.
5-star gaming bound.
Oh yeah.
Well, I definitely will give it a try. Definitely not tonight, because after the podcast over, I'm going to jump back into some more Marvel. I have to finish because I'm doing a write-up of it and recording footage. But if you guys want to set up something for tomorrow, hell yes, we can definitely do that.
Yes, we could probably do that. Yes.
Sure, I will try to stay awake and not drunk. Cool.
Well,
it's probably better when you're drunk.
well, it is.
No, because I have to do a wrestling podcast and I have a co-host who be talking about so much Vince McMahon plot. I got to get drunk about it.
Yeah. No. Say no more. Say no more.
Yeah, like crack.
So what else are we going to talk about, Keith?
Nope,
We
that's
can talk
it.
about Keith. We can talk about Keith's problems. Keith,
No, we're not going to do that.
look inside yourself. Why do you hate? Why do you hate Fall Guys? Why? Do you hate children? Do you hate yourself? Do you hate your kids?
Well, yes, I do hate myself. I won't
You hate
say
your
anything.
kids.
I won't say anything about my children, but I do hate myself.
Publicly,
How's
all right,
that?
so legally, you are obligated to love your children. That's what you're saying.
I'm sorry, what?
Why do
You're saying
you
legally-
hate consoles? Why do you hate consoles?
Why do I hate Why do I hate consoles? Because I spend too much money on them. How's that?
It's money. Oh, now it's about the money. It's always about money with you, Keith.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is. It literally is. Yes.
So no, you never live your life like me. Just throw your money to the wind. Just get richer the next day.
Yeah, I wish
That's
that
always
was,
worked for me.
I wish that was a thing. I don't have that luxury.
For some people, it is like I lost $4,000. It's not a big deal.
I'm not rich. I don't have chump change money, a couple grand in my pocket. I just blew it on nothing. I don't have that luxury.
Yeah. So says the man who's looking at spending, $800-900 on an arcade unit. Yeah,
exactly.
Well, yeah, I am, but I also told you to fund that. I was selling my Funkos. So yeah,
Uncle Pun Pops.
serious. You guys were nice on the shelf, but you're worth 60 and you're worth 80 and you're worth 100. Yeah, you're out of here. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Somebody buy these on eBay. I don't need them anymore.
Yep. So everybody jump on eBay, grab help Keith buy his arcade machine by buying Funkos.
Yeah.
Because he needs it. Well, we also want anybody who is still listening to this after our stupidity. I believe the debate is still going on whether Keith's going to get the 24-inch cabinet or the 32.
The 32. I'm gonna get the big one.
So you finally made the decision for the 32.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the big one. It doesn't make any sense to get the small one.
Fair enough. Yay! So that solves that problem. So
It's just more money I gotta spend. So more money.
More money.
Money I ain't got. I mean, I'm not gonna say that. I'm doing pretty well.
I got money.
Can I have some?
Well, you got to remember, if I send you money, the value's by half.
Yeah. Oh,
Yay!
you sent me $100. No, it's only what? Yeah.
I'll send you 100 Australian dollars. It's only about 75 American dollars.
Hey, money is money. Money is money
Yeah.
is money, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Anyway, I think we're done.
I think we are. We are definitely DONE done for another week. So where can people find this fabulous podcast, Keith?
Wow. I should just pre-record this. Some of these more popular podcasts have this role where they just say all this stuff. We need to make one of those. But until then, you can find Spectator Mode Podcast on the Outerhaven.net. You can find us on Spotify, Audio Boom, Google Podcasts, iTunes, pretty much anywhere where podcasts are, you will find us. Just check Spectator Mode. Be careful. There's a fraud out there using our name. Boo. Come on,
Boo.
man.
We got to get that check mark now. That's the rule. Get the check mark.
Come on,
Well,
man.
we gotta get that trademark done.
Trademark.
Yeah, I saw that a couple days ago. I was like, wait, what? Why is there another Spectator Mode? What? No, you need this.
Oh man, oh man, that's one of those moments. Should I just call a lawyer friend and see what he'll do for me?
Yeah.
We technically don't own it, but it'd be nice to own it. But yeah. But other than that, and also find us on YouTube. We're trying to make the podcast better for you all. We know we don't only have a couple of viewers, but you know what? The hustle is hard. We'll keep doing it. We don't expect growth overnight. But it would be nice if you watched and told your friends and told your friends and friends and even your enemies. Tell everybody. I don't care. Tell your moms. Watch
Tell
the
your
show.
friends of your enemies. Don't tell your enemies.
Tell
So
everybody.
Nah.
Everybody's welcome to watch the show except for one person who, well, I won't mention that person. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Jim Cornette. That guy's screw.
Yeah, that guy. Screw that
guy.
guy. Screw that guy. Screw that guy. But anyway, thank you for watching this show. We will see you guys next week. Actually, or maybe tomorrow if we stream some Fall Guys. But yeah, until then, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching, and hey, what the hell was that, man?
I have no idea. Decided something cool.
He's like a kid. Good night, everybody.